What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here.
And Sasquatch.
And next up in our little co-op madness videos, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man 2 coming to movie theaters very soon. They will be May 2nd of next year, only 3 weeks before X-Men Days of Future Past. And this is going to be a fantastic movie, I think. I was actually really happy with what they did with the first Amazing Spider-Man, where they kind of rebooted the franchise. I'm generally not one that likes reboots, but this one just happened to really work out. So right now you can see me running around as Electro, who will be played by Jamie Foxx in the movie, and Eric is the wrong Spider-Man. He's Future Foundation Spider-Man. Jamie Foxx obviously is the big villain for this one, Electro. I'm not happy about the ultimate Electro look, but I guess it makes sense for them using a black Electro and getting Jamie Foxx in the movie. I love Jamie Foxx as an actor, so I think I'll be okay with it. But I don't know. I'm just such a huge fan of that classic Electro look. Like, this right here is, I don't want to say it's an iconic villain, but in the world of Spider-Man, like, this is one of Spider-Man's, Sinister Six. This is the villain Electro that I kind of have come to know and love. And I know it's kind of a cheesy outfit for the movies, but I kind of would have liked to see them incorporate it. But we'll see. I mean, Jamie Foxx will do a great job, so not too worried about it. What do you think?
Well, again, it depends. Lately, with the cartoon and stuff like that, they've actually gone with the more electric Electro, where he's actually based off electricity. So I could see why they're doing it. But again, I like Jamie Foxx as an actor. I think he's done a great job.
The hero you like.
Definitely with drama roles like Ray and Django Unchained. But I mean, like I said, I like him in bits and pieces. But I think he might do a decent job, especially being a bad guy. I don't really think he's ever played a bad guy, so this might be the first time he's doing it, and might be he's having fun with it. So
Yeah.
we can get a good performance out of it. And of course, Andrew Garfield returns to Spider-Man, which I thought he did a great job, and I thought he was better than Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I actually I will not disagree with that at all. I thought I really didn't know much about James Garfield, but I thought
Andrew Garfield.
I'm sorry.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
James Garfield.
James Garfield's that president. Wow. Andrew Garfield. I didn't really know much about him, but I thought he was just great as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So definitely a big fan there. Other people that are back or people that'll have flashbacks, people that are involved are going to include obviously Sally Field as Aunt May, which is really crazy to me. But she works quite well in the role. I felt like whoever played Aunt May in the original trilogy, I think obviously was the more classic Aunt May.
Yeah.
But and I thought she was obviously a little bit better. But Sally Field, man, I can't believe she's that old.
Well, I was actually surprised Sally Field was doing it because she's Oscar-nominated actress and she does a lot of really serious roles. I was just surprised she did a small role for a comic book movie, and I actually kind of liked her over the Aunt May from the original movie. Granted, yes, she was really a good actress, but I felt they made Aunt May too old in that movie. And,
What the hell happened to her face?
she's got to learn the hard way. She can't speak.
Damn woman. Emma Stone is obviously back as
Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy.
Even though she should have played Mary Jane.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because isn't she a redhead?
Well, actually, technically, she's really a blonde, from my understanding. She dyes her hair red because she likes it. But she just works as a redhead, and with the attitude that she has, I always thought she would be a great Mary Jane. Yeah. But she actually really did a very good job with Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, and then, of course, we'll have some flashbacks Dennis Leary as Captain Stacy and Martin Sheen as Uncle Ben, I'm sure. Also, there are going to be a lot of villains in this. It's going to focus on Oscorp sending different villains after Spider-Man. So we're going to have Electro, of course, and also we're going to have, a Goblin of some sort, apparently Green Goblin.
Well, now, while it wasn't really in the trailer, we see the Goblin equipment like the glider and the serum and all that in the trailer. We never really actually saw a Goblin in the trailer, but there's been leaked promo posters where they show, it's a gigantic poster that shows the back of Spider-Man, and you got a gigantic Transformer-looking Rhino on the left side. You got Electro on the right side, and in the middle, right above him, is a Goblin on a glider. Which, with paying attention to the trailer, I know it's not going to be Chris Cooper. So it won't be, it probably won't be Norman Osborn. It'll probably be his son Harry Osborn, which is being played by Dan DeHaan. Or Dane DeHaan, I'm sorry. And, like I said, it just, we don't know it for sure until we see video proof. They could have just made that poster just to mess with us.
Yeah. And obviously, as you just mentioned, the Rhino is going to be in this movie as well, as part of the Enforcers originally. Obviously, the Enforcers were always sent after, Spider-Man and stuff like that. So, Rhino is one of those classic Spider-Man villains as well. So, definitely will be interesting to see how that works out. I really think they're going to do a great job with this. It looks like there's just going to be a lot of action. I'm wondering if this is going to incorporate the death of Gwen Stacy, because obviously they're going to unveil Mary Jane at some point.
Well, originally Mary Jane was supposed to be in this movie.
Really?
And they cut her last minute.
Yeah.
And the actress that they picked was Shailene Woodley, who's known from Secret Life of an American Teenager. And I thought she would have been a pretty decent job as Mary Jane, but then the last second they decided to cancel her and cut her out of the movie. And it had also had to do with the fact that she's starting a multi-movie feature called Divergent. So I don't know if that had to do with the casting choice or what, but so kind of bummed that she's not going to be making an appearance in the movie.
Yeah, but I guess are they going to do the death of Gwen Stacy if they don't have a Mary Jane?
They could still do the death of Gwen Stacy, but I honestly don't think they're going to do it with this movie. I'm hoping.
Gotta milk that Emma Stone.
Exactly.
As long as you can.
I have a feeling it might be in the third movie.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to feel that they're setting up for a Sinister Six movie, which would obviously happen with Amazing Spider-Man 4. But like we in the trailer, if you really pay attention, you see so many teasers of future villains. We saw, obviously Oscorp has a lot to do with them, because we saw Dr. Octopus's arms, we saw Vulture's wings. We've had to see people like pause the trailer to do it, but we see that they have a teaser for Venom with the Venom symbiote or Venom serum. So they're making a huge teaser of having a Sinister Six, and it might have to do with obviously not be the classic incarnations of the Sinister Six, because Lizard was never part of it.
Right.
But they might spring Lizard out and put him in. Or
what about Mysterio?
Mysterio, he could possibly show up. There was no hints at it, but he's always been a Sinister Six villain. Electro has always been a mainstay. Vulture's always been a mainstay.
I love
Rhino,
Mysterio in this game. He looks so awesome.
Rhino has been in and out. Sandman's been in and out. So we've got a lot. We've got so many different possibilities. Of different Sinister Six. But I have a feeling they're just gonna start introducing characters just from the movie.
Right. So obviously, seeing Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six would be a really great opportunity, a really great movie, something I'd love to see. So this definitely could be a start in the right direction. definitely looking forward to seeing what Jamie Foxx does as Electro. Definitely looking forward to seeing how they weave in all the other characters and where the story is going to go. I'm not necessarily the biggest of Spider-Man fans, but the Spider-Man movies I felt have always been really good, and I'm not really a fan of reboots, but this is one reboot that I can get behind. So,
well, they had to reboot it after Spider-Man 3.
why do you say that?
That movie was just terrible.
I thought it was pretty good.
They rushed it. That was one of the biggest things. It was rushed, so they screwed up Venom in the entire film.
I mean, not as badly as they screwed up, Deadpool and Wolverine.
He's just as bad. He acted more like Carnage in that movie than he did Venom. But still, they rushed the movie. They kind of really just screwed the whole thing. And it's just... I'm not saying Sam Raimi was a great director. I thought he did great with Spider-Man 1. Everybody hails Spider-Man 2 as the best of his trilogy. But I don't know. I actually really like the reboot a lot better. I was actually against the costume change that they did, but then I grew to love it, and I thought it was very original. And now they actually went with the more classic look. But actually, believe it or not, there's one minor character or supporting character that I'm actually looking forward to hopefully seeing soon, and that's Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the actor that played him in the Sam Raimi trilogy was fantastic.
Yeah.
And, the guy that does State Farm commercials.
Is he not playing him anymore?
Well, they haven't even shown J. Jonah Jameson at all, but they did show a peek of the Daily Bugle in the first movie. So we know there's a Daily Bugle. There's no J. Jonah yet.
I almost feel like nobody else can play him. Like that guy, like you said, was like absolutely perfect.
Oh yeah, I want him to come back. Just that's like I understand they want to keep it separate, but dude, I would love to see him come back as J. Jonah Jameson. He just nailed it. I really can't see him playing anybody else. Just like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yeah. So. The Amazing Spider-Man is coming out May 2nd, 2014.
Yep.
So there's a lot to really be excited about. We definitely want to know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for the movie? I'm sure you are.
I want to know how you feel about... Are they putting too many villains in the movies? Do you think the Sinister Six will work out? What are your opinions on these?
Yeah, I mean, I know me personally, I don't think you can ever have too many villains. I think 3 is definitely like a good place to stop. I feel like make Electro the focus, Electro and Rhino the focus, even if they're like kind of separate focuses, like separate from each other, and then just introducing other possible background, characters that we need to pay attention to. Like, I think stuff like that really works out well for me. It's possible to have bad guys that aren't like the central bad guys in the movie, like Norman Osborn, I should say, as a bad guy, but not like
as the Goblin.
As the Goblin, you kind of get an idea of what he's all about. That has a lot of potential. It's kind of weird for me personally with Norman Osborn because like I've come to know him as lately almost as the Iron Patriot and what he did in that through Civil War and everything, which I know at this point, as crazy as it sounds, Civil War was so long ago, like
2007.
Yeah, man, it feels like it was yesterday. So I don't know, Norman Osborn means a lot of things to me. I guess he's always going to be the Green Goblin, but
that's all he's ever meant to me was Green Goblin.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I followed some of those stories a little bit closer than you did, or got into them a little bit more. Like, I love the Civil War line. Like, the stuff they did in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2.
Yep. The Secret War.
Yeah, the Civil War.
That was Secret War. That started Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, and then they did the Civil War.
Secret War was the Skrull invasion. Civil War led into Secret War. So, yeah, in any event, I really loved all that. Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion is what you're thinking
Yeah,
of.
that's what I'm thinking about.
Secret War was a Black Ops story that had to do with Victor von Latveria, which was what the beginning of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 was about, and then they did this whole Civil War, Secret Invasion, and House of M.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So, in any event, let us know what you guys think of James Garfield as Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield.
Jesus Christ, I can't get this right. That's what we love about
these videos. Your president.
Yeah, not the bearded friggin' old guy president. Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. Obviously, I don't think anybody's bitching about Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy.
No.
Just let us know what you think, and let us know if you're looking forward to The Amazing Spider-Man 2 in theaters May 2nd. For now, I'm JayShockblast.
And I'm Sasquatch.
And we will catch